Green flag.
I don't know.
As a former reality TV personality, I know the power of story and narrative. And I think it's so powerful when I talk to a candidate that has a really great story. I almost like that more than someone who is robotic. And so I would say, like, knowing your narrative, knowing your story, being able to say it in a compelling way that moves people, it inspires confidence and it inspires people believing in you. And that's really what you need to propel yourself through the interview process and to set you apart.
Yeah, Chanel, I totally agree. And this one is so hard for me because I think each side brings value in a different way to what the interviewer will think of the candidate. So, stories are absolutely important for what you just said. And also, we as humans make decisions based on emotion. If you think, well, I'm a logical person, we all make decisions based on emotion. That's just how we're hardwired. And stories definitely tap into that. The case I want to make for the facts, I feel for myself and my own journey interviewing and as a coach and promoting myself as a coach is showing people the hard facts and the evidence of the impact I've made on other clients and then previous to doing this job, other jobs, right? Showing the hard facts, the hard numbers that, hey, I can do what I say I can do. I'm not just a good storyteller or a really passionate person, but I can actually move the needle and get the hard results. So I really think a combination of the two is important.
I couldn't agree more. I definitely think you need to have both. And I think a good story encompasses those facts. A good story encompasses in a way that is powerful exactly how you've moved the needle and the whys. I think the why is so important. And especially in today's competitive job market, it's more than just I've done X doing Y with result Z. It's more so of why that was important, why that pushes you, why it inspires you, why it gets you energized and up in the morning. Green
Green.
flag.
It's only going to help you to send it, even if it didn't go well. And I've had a couple interesting stories recently that I think are great examples that demonstrate the importance of doing this. I had somebody that had a technical component of the interview and she thought she totally bombed it and that she wasn't going to be able to get the next interview. It wasn't going to be for her. She ended up getting to the next round. Regardless of whether or not the thank you note was the difference that made the difference, the point is, even if you think you bombed it, still put that best foot forward because now she's living her dream. And then I had somebody else where it was an internal promotion, and there were two candidates that were neck and neck. One of them wrote handwritten thank you notes, and one of them just wrote email thank you notes. And they were so close, they ended up choosing the person that did the written thank you notes because they felt like that person went the extra mile. So, regardless of the situation, it's always a good thing to do.
I will say my green flag is more of a yellow flag. I'm kind of neutral on this. You're never going to get a job because you wrote a thank you email. You're never not going to get a job because you didn't write a thank you email. Good companies, good hiring managers, they're hiring you on your ability to do the job, what they experience in an interview with you. And I think a thank you note is never going to hurt you. It's just an added cherry on top. Red flag.
Green flag.
My go-to saying is control the controllables. In today's job market, it is so competitive that there's literally no excuse to be unprepared. While you should always have confidence and lead with confidence, if you really want to secure the job, you have to go in with the mindset of no one's going to outwork you, no one's going to be more prepared than you, and you are ready to essentially grab the opportunity that's in front of you.
For what I see with my clients, I frequently see people that are over prepared than under prepared. And being over prepared can actually really hurt you because you become extremely calculated and robotic with your responses that they can become disingenuous and feel so rehearsed that they're inauthentic. Confidence can override preparedness is because you can't fake confidence. When we think about communication as a whole, body language and tone are the two most significant factors that go into how we perceive somebody else. Words are last at only 7%. So if you can work on your confidence on a day to day basis, even if you don't have time, you're not super prepared textbook wise for the interview, you can lean on that confidence to take you where you need to go.
I love that. I do think confidence is so, so important. But if I had to choose, I would say knowing the company, knowing your story, knowing how you add value to a role or a company is going to take you further than the inflections in your voice or, how sure you are. Ultimately, in the first few interviews, you can probably get by confidence. But as you get further along, you actually have to have like real prepared answers and ideas and insights on what you plan to do to be impactful in the space.